Venice offers you premium AI video generation from the best models, both open source and proprietary, all in one interface. But if you're wanting to automate video generation for your projects, you're going to want to use the Venice API. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to two different end-to-end workflows, which you can use to generate video with the Venice API. The first uses a text prompt, and the second generates a video from an image. So let's dive in. Now to get started, make sure you've got some Diem or USD API credit in your account. You can access this page by clicking API in the sidebar. And from there, you can click Generate New API Key and copy the key for the workflow. So before we execute, let's walk through this workflow. We're using a manual trigger, which means I just have to push this button to start what comes next. First, we're going to set our parameters. So we're going to need to send our API key through, a prompt, the model we want, and how long of a duration for the video. If we head over to the Venice docs on the model page, we can click video models, and this is where you can get the exact name of the model you want to use and the different parameters available for that model, from resolution to length. So for example, 2.5 preview image to video has 3 different resolution options. It can be either 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So here in the duration, it could be 5 or it could be 10. You can also see general pricing on this page, but those prices are subject to change. You can also use the video quote API endpoint to get the exact price before you generate. We will not be covering that in this video. So there's 2 other parameters here that I would like to set. So I'm going to click add field and I'm going to add resolution and we'll say 720p. And the other one is aspect ratio. If you look here on the Venice docs page, you can see all the different requests that you might want to use. We already have model, prompt, duration, but if we want to start with an image, we give an image URL. We could also give a negative prompt to specify what we don't want to see in the video. But the final parameter I want to set is aspect ratio. So I'll pop that in here and I'll make sure we say 16:9, which is standard video resolution, horizontally oriented. Once that's all good, we make sure we input the proper prompt and put in our Venice API key. Now that we have a parameter set, let's check out what's going to happen next. It's going to call the queue video job endpoint. It's got our parameters sent in JSON. It's making the API call. And next what it will do is call the queue, because simply put, what happens is videos take a long time to generate. So we have to keep polling the queue video generation endpoint until the generation is complete, at which case we will then retrieve it. So we've got the queue information here. It starts as in progress. Next is going to check the status. Is it in progress or is the generation complete? And if it's complete, it will then download the video and send one final request that we're calling cleanup here. And that's to complete the video by deleting the generation request because it's been successfully downloaded. If the video was not ready, it will loop around by updating the poll count. And assuming we haven't reached the max amount of polls, we'll loop again by waiting 10 seconds, checking the video status, and keep doing that until we get the video, unless it fails when max polls are reached, which is 60. And then it will give us a timeout error. And hopefully we won't experience that much. So let's give it a shot, shall we? So we can see now we've already looped through this 13 times, which means we've waited approximately 130 seconds. Okay. It took 24 loops, but it did it. And here on the N8N interface, we haven't set anywhere to put the video. So here it is on my N8N server, and I just click download. And here it is. I'll open it up. Boom. So this workflow is a good starting point if you are trying to scaffold together automations for video production. There will be a link below for you to download that. Now let's take our manual trigger here and let's head down to the image to video generation workflow. I'll paste our manual trigger here. And once again, we're going to need to set our parameters. So we have our API key. We have an image prompt, which you can see is not Cyberpunk this time. It's a majestic dragon perched on a mountain peak at sunset. And then our video prompt, the dragon spreads its wings and breathes fire into the sky, because what this is going to do is generate an image first and then take the image and turn it into a video. So the image model we're going to use, I'm going to switch that to Nano Banana Pro so we get the best possible quality. And I'll change the video model to Veo 3.1 Fast. Once again, all current models can be found on the Venice docs page. And the image we generate is going to be completely square, and it's our hope that Veo 3.1 will then convert that into 16 by 9 horizontal. So I'll paste in my API key. So then the next node will generate the image based on the prompt, the model we gave it, and the size. It will then return an image URL, which then we'll use in the video generation request to generate the video from this image. And then it follows the same workflow as before with its polling. So let's trigger this workflow and see what we get. And it's finished, 13 loops. And now we've got our video. Let's check it out. Cool. Oh. I don't think we could have asked for anything better than that. That is a majestic dragon. So there you have it. There will be a link to this n8n file with both of these workflows here. They're great starting points. If you need support or inspiration, check out the Venice Discord. It's a great community of builders out there creating workflows like this and helping one another out. Happy API video generation.